What's up, guys? We're back again with the best elite Barbarians bridge spam deck in Clash Royale. This thing doesn't have a single champion and is played consistently in the top 200 in the world every single season. Right now, Petal is number 11 in the world, beating the best players in Clash Royale. Pros typically say elite Barbarians are easy to counter, but definitely not in this deck. Usually, opponents will have one Valkyrie, one Dark Prince, or one Bowler for all of their splash damage, and maybe some other distractions along the way to pull units into the Valkyrie. But this deck minimizes your opponent's counters from 1 to none real fast. Your elite Barbarians or Bandit will bait it out quick, and then you're bound to have a ton of fun. Imagine going for Royale recruits at the river when your opponent has no splash damage in cycle, then going for a Goblin drill on the tower while they still don't have their Valkyrie. You can get thousands of damage on both sides and divide and conquer and take whatever tower you want. It's also incredibly obnoxious to deal with elite Barbarians, Bandit, or Royal Ghost while wall breakers are split on both sides, and then a Goblin drill is behind your tower, and then also princesses at the river, or maybe a magic archer piercing through your units while hitting your tower at the same time. This is just offense overload. And it's one of the most stressful decks that you could ever play against in Clash Royale. There is no need for a spell in this deck because there are always opportunities for damage. And you can constantly keep your opponent on their toes because they'll never know what's coming next. All it takes is one time for them to mess up and cycle their Valkyrie at the wrong moment, or forget about a Princess or Magic Archer at the river, and then they just lose the game. With this deck, you never hit the brakes, but you always make your opponent make mistakes. So let's go jump straight some games and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. A huge thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. All right, so jumping into the action with one of the most aggressive decks in Clash Royale history. This thing is not fun to play against, but it's sure fun to play. And that's what most of my decks are like. I feel like they're just always toxic. And I don't know, guys. At least this isn't the one that I created myself. I can kind of blame Petal for this one. And it's played consistently at the top of the world. There's a lot of people playing this on ladder, and for good reason, right? Even though it doesn't have any champions, you're going to have multiple ways of getting a lot of damage on your opponent's tower. Whether it's elite Barbarians, the Princess at the river, the Magic Archer at the river, it's going to manifest many problems for our opponent. Maybe I can go in for Royale recruits to defend this, and then go in for a counter push with the Goblin drill. So even though he got a pretty good defense there, like if you shut down elite Barbarians and have relatively healthy P.E.K.K.A., it's just going to get completely dismantled and give you no value whatsoever. So I really like the fact that I'm pretty safe against almost everything besides Balloon. And against Balloon, I can go in for like Magic Archers and Goblin Drill and other stuff like that. But that would really be the only bad matchup. Even against Lava Hound, you can apply opposite lane aggression and make sure that they can never build up a big push because they would just get 3 crowned. Okay, so I'm thinking Princess in the left-hand lane because it's further away. Oh, yeah, it's going to be way more difficult than I wanted it to be. I don't have any small spells, so I'm wondering if the Princess is going to be able to retarget onto the skeletons at the graveyard so that I can get saved. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, so I might lose most of my tower here, but that is what it is. You can't make every single situation the way that you want in life. So I'm going to wall breakers in the right-hand side because I think the Bandit does dash onto the tower if he doesn't respond to it, so that's going to be well worth it. And then I can go for a Goblin Drill because he's going to respond. Ooh, wait. He mistimed his bats. That is not good for you, dude. That is brutal.
This place is great. I'm staying here forever.
And then I can Princess on the right-hand side because we still have the one on the left, and it's maybe even able to finish off the E-Wiz. It's not going to be able to kill the E-Wiz, I don't think. Yeah, but it was a lot of damage in the process, so it was well worth it. I can go for a Royal Ghost on top of the Archers, and I firmly believe that we can bounce back. That's the thing about this deck. No matter how grave the situation may seem against Graveyard, you are always able to dig yourself out of that hole. So I know he's going to go in for a Graveyard. That's just a fact of life. So it's better for me to go for Royale recruits in the back and just build my stuff up. So when he goes in for the Graveyard, we still have something on the map to deal with it, right? I can go for a Magic Archer on the other side, so then he's not able to poison everything at once. I don't know if he gets any damage here. If he clicks the ability, it's not going to be able to, you know, get on top of the tower. So that works out really well. All right, so that's the only issue is the bats, as we said before. I don't really like air cards when you're playing this deck, but it is what it is. I'm going to go for wall breakers because I don't think he has a good answer to that. I think both the wall breakers do connect, even if you E-Wiz. Oh my gosh, why would you E-Wiz into that? Did that E-Wiz have a death wish or something? Did you not like the E-Wiz? Is there something that you want to tell us right now, dude? That's crazy. Oh my goodness. And I can go in for a Bandit with elite Barbarians here because I don't think he has Elixir for a P.E.K.K.A. If you don't have Elixir for P.E.K.K.A., how are you supposed to shut this down? Oh my goodness. He's not able to shut it down unless he goes for ability, which he does. I mean, Skeleton King is just the most broken champion in the game for that reason. There isn't that much thought process with it. You just click the ability and you generally get value from it. I'm going to go in for wall breakers, and then I think I want to go for Magic Archer after he goes for P.E.K.K.A. Oh, he doesn't P.E.K.K.A in front. Maybe he knew. Oh, he definitely knew that was going to happen. So I'm going to Princess in the right-hand lane and then go in for a Magic Archer because he doesn't have Fireball. I firmly believe that he would expect that, but I guess not. I'm really surprised. Why would he let that happen? Oh my goodness. Wait. If I ban it and I go in for a Royale Ghost and then I go in for another Goblin Drill, I can just win the game because he has no Elixir.
Look at this dude.
Why is he dropping a Skeleton King in the middle? Oh my gosh. Skeleton King players are built different out here. They are full offense all the time. I told you guys, no matter what, this deck is capable of bouncing back and dealing tons of damage in seconds. All right, so jumping into this one against Hog Executioner. I mean, that's his name. Maybe he's not going to be running that. A lot of the times when people have that in their name, they're just going to switch you up and swerve you and run something completely different and just act like they're the wisest person on the planet. I'm not going to let you do that to me, dude. I'm going to play safe and sound until we can guarantee that that is the deck that we're facing. Okay, you know what? I think that's safe to assume now since we see a Valkyrie and we also see, you know, Ice Spirit with Hog Rider. So with the Valkyrie out of cycle, I feel very comfortable going in for a Princess here, making sure that we can get onto the Goblins because I knew what his deck was. So I was like, you know what? I can make that play. If only the Princess didn't get hit by the log there, guys. I was wondering if the log reached far enough. And I was hoping and dreaming, and in the end, I guess I was memeing. So maybe I can go for recruits in the back and build up a bigger push. That's generally what I like to do with this deck, especially if he wants to go in for a Hog Rider because I don't have Elite Barbarians in cycle. So I was like, yeah, maybe I could go for Royal Ghost and then I could go for Ebarbs and then I could get counter push and deny all damage from the Hog. But I think this is a little bit better, specifically because if we get the Executioner out of cycle, that would be awesome, and the Valkyrie out of cycle because then the Ebarbs just run through and wreak havoc on our opponent. All right, better for us to go for Magic Archer, but at the same time, I want to go for Wall Breaker so I can bait out the log. And then they'll have enough Elixir for the Royal Ghost. So it's a 2-for-2 trade, not that bad. Now there's no login cycle for the Goblin Drill, so he's going to probably try to activate King Tower with the first Goblin that pops with the Tornado here. That's at least what I would do if he decides to do it. I could Princess at the River to guarantee more damage, but I don't think it's necessarily going to be worth. Rather conserve my Elixir so when he goes in for a Hog Rider, we're able to completely cannibalize it with our Elite Barbarians.
My work here is done.
And take no damage. He's going to Tornado that 100%, so I got to go ban it here. Wait, why aren't you going to go for the Tornado? Did he know I was going to ban it? Wow, he knew how much Elixir he was down. He's actually a really good player. That's really sad. I didn't want you to be good. I wanted you to be bad. All right, I'm going to split my Wall Breaker so we can divide and conquer, get a log, and also get an Ice Spirit, so that's a +1 trade for us overall. No log in cycle means that we have just a pathway for success if we want to go in for Princess at the River and then go in for recruits to counter the Hog Rider. That's always going to be a vibe. We want to get a Valkyrie out of him so then he's not going to have it in cycle for a bit. And then, obviously, you know, dividing and conquering is always the method of success with this deck. Making sure that the Valkyrie's out of cycle so then he has no answer to the Goblin Drill. Super obnoxious strategy, but that's how we play this game. So I wonder if I can go in for a Magic Archer if he gets back to Valkyrie, which he should get back to. That's like what he has to drop here. In every single situation, like, you just need to do it. So I'm going to try to get this Magic Archer lined up, and then I can go for Elite Barbarians again. Oh my gosh, that was so good. He's not able to kill the bandit. Wow, I played that well. Let's get it, guys. That's a vibe. I didn't know if it was going to work out, but he went in for a Hog Rider at that exact moment, had no Elixir, and we found our opportunity. Now no Valkyrie in cycle, so we get the Goblin Drill up close and personal in his face. I can go in for Wall Breakers to go pull back the Valkyrie to force out even more Elixir, getting the log a little bit earlier than he would want. That's awesome. And now all I need to do is go in for like a Princess at the River or go for a Goblin Drill, and I walk with win. I'm always going to try to defend the Hog Riders, though, because you never really know with Mr. Rocket Tornado cycle. Like, I'm going to make sure I have something in every single situation. Gonna go for Princess at the River at 3 Elixir and then go for a Goblin Drill. There's no way you have enough Elixir to stop that all at once. If you play a low Elixir game with this type of deck, you will always have opportunities for damage. All right, so jumping into the action against Felipe. What is up, dude? So first things first, we're just gonna drop a good luck. We don't want to do anything. We want you to go haphazardly spam into my Royal recruits.
As you please.
Okay, so that's a Sparky. That's one of the easiest cards for recruits to completely counter. So you guys already know I'm going to be spamming the other side. I want to go for a Goblin Drill because if I go for Elite Barbarians or I drop anything at the river here that, you know, doesn't just target the tower, he's able to Giant and then kite it into the Sparky. So it's imperative that you never do that. Okay, this guy is playing a lot more aggressively than I wanted. I might end up losing the tower to the mini P.E.K.K.A here, so I need to go for Elite Barbarians on top of the mini P.E.K.K.A afterward. This guy went in for a zap, so then he's able to shut down the recruits. Very, very well played. So credit where credit is due. As I said before, I might lose the tower to the mini P.E.K.K.A, and that's exactly what happened. But the Elite Barbarians are going to counter push, and they will be able to eviscerate all of his other stuff. Oh my gosh, we were playing against all the champions today.
Ugh, disgusting.
Played against Skeleton King, now we're playing against the Queen. I'm going to go for a Magic Archer here. Hopefully we can lock onto the Archer Queen and hit the tower as well. Maybe that wasn't that good. Maybe that wasn't as good as I was hoping for. We got some hits on the tower, and I was able to damage the Archer Queen a little bit of damage.
'Tis but a scratch.
Not as much as we needed, you know? If he clicks another ability, I'm just going to cry myself to sleep. So I need to go for Royal Ghost. I need to go Bandit. At least the Bandit's able to dash back.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Oh, wow. He is really aggressive. He's extremely aggressive. I think I need to go in for, like, wall breakers to go and pull back the mini P.E.K.K.A so that it doesn't take me out. And then the Giant is going to do a lot of damage. This Sparky player is playing extremely well, making sure that he could zap at the right moment so then the recruits would die to the Sparky shot so then the mini P.E.K.K.A was able to get on in my tower. Very well played.
As you can see, I'm a genius.
And even though he completely all-in me, that was the right decision. So you can't ever be like, oh, Sparky, no skill. Like, no, he played that really well. That's how any Sparky player would play at the top of the world too. So he's going to Fireball, deny all damage from the Goblin Drill. I feel like that's pretty good for me because now I can stack up Magic Archers or maybe Princesses in the back and not have to worry about getting destroyed by the Fireball. So I'm going to go and do that right now. If we go into a Sparky, it's not the end of the world. As I said before, I'm not a huge fan of cycling stuff in the other side, but because I am applying dual lane aggression with my Royal recruits, I kind of have to. So we're going to see what we can do here. If everything gets spaced out so then the Magic Archer doesn't get hit as well, that would be awesome. Because then we're able to damage down the Sparky in that manner. Look at that. That worked out so well. I think the Sparky's going to die to the Magic Archer. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Oh, yeah, I'm tripping. That's not what we want to see, dudes. All right. I think I need to go in for a Royal Ghost as well. As long as I'm able to shut this down, I can maybe win the game. So they go for like a Goblin Drill here as well. And then he's going to continue to go in for some spam. So I need this Goblin Drill to pop off. Those mini P.E.K.K.As are super obnoxious, by the way. Really, really annoying. So I'm going to Princess. I'm going to go for Wall Breakers here. And then I'm going to go in for maybe even like a Royal Ghost. I hope that the Bandit dashes onto the Sparky. That's what I was hoping for. That's exactly what we needed. Let's go, guys. This is amazing right now because we know he's going to go for a Giant in the middle. And I need to be able to kill it. So I'm planning on going for like a Royal Ghost here, and then going in for a Bandit, and then having the Bandit dash onto the Sparky. Then he's able to miss. Oh, no, 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 no. Bandit's going to get hit, so maybe we can kill everything with these Elite Barbarians, and then go Goblin Drill maybe? Or do I just go Recruits? I think I go Recruits instead because it's able to kill the Sparky and give us better counter push. I'm going to vibe with that. Looks like he's going to overcommit with a Fireball. Amazing stuff for us because now we can go for a Goblin Drill here and then follow up with Wall Breakers, and I don't think he has an answer for this because there's no source of splash damage that he has in his deck. So the Wall Breakers should definitely connect. He zaps the corner of the map and just gives up because he knows there's nothing he could do. GG, well played, and peace out. Phenomenal Sparky player that we played against, which you do not play against every day. A lot of them just all in with no rhyme or reason, but this guy knew what he was doing.
Come to Brazil, please? No.
Hey, so jumping into the Protector. I really don't think you're going to be able to protect your tower, dude. And I'm sorry that you're fatherless. What type of deck are you running right now? Oh my gosh. So he's going to go for a Princess at the river. This is definitely some type of behavior that I would expect. Dropping Princesses at the river at the very start of the game. You have no shame. As I drop my Magic Archer and do the very same. You know what? That's going to give me more damage, I think. And I think it's able to finish off all the guards. So I'm here for that. Maybe if I go in for a Rail Recruits to completely counter the Goblin Barrel and then get counter push, that would be nice. But at the same time, you never necessarily know what your opponent's going to be scheming and dreaming with. So if I go in for Wall Breakers on the right-hand side, I think we would get Valkyried. So I want to go in the left-hand lane with the Wall Breakers and have the Recruits be tanking for me. Let's go. You don't have Elixir. Those are both connecting. Get out of here with that business. So the best thing is identifying when your opponent is low on Elixir and taking advantage of that. I'm going to go Princess here so it locks on, and then I'm going to go in for a Bandit, so then we just continuously keep up the pressure. I don't care if you get Valkyrie damage. I don't want you to Goblin Barrel my tower, and I don't have a small spell. So you have to make sacrifices with this deck to make sure that you don't take damage and have the damage be a lot more than you would have taken originally. So he's going to log great play. I think that was the right decision, so you can cycle back to an Electro Spear and then maybe guards here on top of the Rail Ghost.
Right, coward!
As you can see, Royal Ghost is an extremely problematic card for almost everyone to deal with. Like, that's going to lock on a tower and do thousands of damage if you don't respond. But then if you do respond, you're going to take a ton of damage with the Magic Archer locking on. He knows this is going to happen, but he can't stop it because he has no elixir. So he's going to go in for a Goblin Barrel instead, and then he has to log. Oh, wow. That is a really hard-hitting Goblin. Those Goblins are having a good time on my tower. That's all I can say about that. All right, you know he's going to log the Princess, so I don't want to spend too much elixir there. I'd rather go in for Wall Breakers on the right-hand side to force out some extra elixir. And if we get Electro Spirited and one of them connects, it's fine. If we get Guards and then the Princess dies, that's even better, because now we can go in for Recruits in the back. And then if you go for Princess, we can go in for a Royal Ghost on this, because you're not going to Valkyrie to protect it, so I don't think you would. Hello there. Yeah, so he's got to save the Valkyrie for the Goblin Drill. He knows that. Ooh. Can we do some shenanigans out here? Can we be a slippery and slimy Sir? If I go for one of these and I go in for a Goblin Drill here and then go in for, like, a Magic Archer in the middle, the Bandit locks onto the tower, doing a ton of value. This is working, kind of. Not exactly, but it is. You know, if I can get Ebarbs down and then have the Guards... Oh, it doesn't pierce through the Guards! That is really lame. That is not what we wanted to see, my dudes. I'm going to go Wall Breakers again in the right-hand lane because I need to, not because I want to. Rail Ghost is not going to do enough damage, but I think one of the Wall Breakers might connect. Still not enough. Still not enough. I got to go all in. I got to go pedal to the metal out here. Please, come on now. Bandit, lock onto the tower. If you can make this happen, I win the game. And that's barely going to be enough. Oh, my gosh. This is coming down to the wire, specifically because I don't have log. If I had log... Oh, man, this matchup would be so easy. All right, we're going to go for Ghost, and we're going to hit him up with the Elite Barbarians on top of the double Goblins. And I wonder if I can get a Bandit down here in the middle. I think it would be pretty risky, but I really want to do it. I really, really want to do it. So I'm going to go in for Bandit. I'm going to go in for Wall Breakers. I think the Bandit locks because he went for Guards. Or maybe it's going to be able to tank for the rest of my stuff. Didn't happen the way we wanted at all. I'm going to build up a bigger push with the Recruits in the back. And then I think if he drops it in front, I'm definitely in a bad spot then. Fortunately, he did not do that. All right, I'm going to go in for a Royal Ghost here. I think that it's better for me to just play safe rather than sorry. So I'm going to go for a Magic Archer and then try to go in for a Goblin Drill. Instead of going for Elite Barbarians at the river, taking the guaranteed damage of the Magic Archer was definitely worth it. Okay, so he's probably going to go in. I wonder if the Goblins are going to put in enough work. Oh my gosh, what the heck? How did the Princess not target that? Well, my Princess is targeting your tower. She knows what she wants in life, and yours does not. The Protector failed to protect his tower, and he fell down. GG, well played, and peace out. It was a pleasure taking your crown. All right, let's divide and conquer Levi from Attack on Titan. He's not ready, guys. He's going to have to protect the Great Wall from the Wall Breakers, and then also the Rail Recruits. Oh my gosh, the new season of Attack on Titan you've never seen. Clash Royale. So I might be able to go in for Wall Breakers on both sides and get value, but at the same time, I don't know if this guy is going to have like a Valkyrie or if he's going to end up having a Dark Prince, but I guess it doesn't matter. I've done tons of damage in both lanes. This is insane. I think he's also going to end up having a Goblin Drill deck just simply because it's one of the best decks in the game right now, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Hello, how are you?
That was a misplay, right? I can just go Goblin Drill and pull your P.E.K.K.A. and then not have to deal with your Magic Archer. This is awesome. This is actually incredible because I can kill the Bandit here, right? I can kill the P.E.K.K.A. Everything that I thought was going to be scary is the least scary thing in existence. One tap the P.E.K.K.A. No. Oh, man. I wanted the Ebarb to be remaining a little bit healthier so that he could get more damage on the tower and force out even more elixir because the dude went in for a zap. That is a huge overextension on our opponent's end. And I can split up the Wall Breakers because we've done devastating damage on both sides. If we get an Electro Wizard, that's a 4 elixir investment to counter 2. So definitely like that. That is awesome. I can go for a Princess here because it'll give us better counter push, right? It's going to force out a bit more elixir, and I can afford to eat damage in the right-hand side because he has more damage in the left-hand lane. So I like what we're dealing with right now. I'm going to go for Recruits as well to separate it from the Princess, so that Rail Ghost is not going to give him the value that he wants, so he has to Fireball as well. The Princess still releases the fire on the tower despite him Fireballing. This guy is in a horrible position. There's not much that he has for this Goblin Drill because he doesn't have a Rail Ghost since he just dropped it earlier. I can Rail Ghost on the Bandit. That's going to be a better counter than dropping my own Bandit because it's going to go undercover and it's going to force out even more elixir.
Now you see me, now you don't.
I could Magic Archer on his Magic Archer, guys, but I'm not going to do that to him. I'm going to leapfrog with my Bandit. Oh, no. Oh, no, I messed up. I done goofed. I done messed up, Aaron. I might be okay. I might be terrible, though. So I'm going to go in for Elite Barbarians. I'm going to go for recruits afterwards. We're just trying to one-tap everything real quick so then I can get the recruits down safe and sound. Don't mind me. We're still chilling. I might need to go in for a Goblin Drill so then this guy doesn't get the P.E.K.K.A villain through my tower, but not that big of a deal. If I use my Wing Condition on defense, it's also going to be the best defensive structure imaginable into P.E.K.K.As or bridge spam because you've got infinite spawners. Yo, there is a Goblin Stab spawner in the game, guys. You thought that the Spirit Goblin hut was all left alone, but nah, she's got some family out here. All right, I can go in for recruits again as long as the Battle Ram doesn't connect. It's a vibe. Definitely don't want to do anything besides spamming the other side so he's not able to get any value. That is the saddest Magic Archer I've ever seen. First off, it doesn't even target the Princess. Second off, it dies to recruits. It's like, why would you even spend the elixir on me? Are you a sadistic person wanting to watch your units die before your very eyes? That's kind of what's happening to our opponent here. Oh my gosh. The relentless bridge spam on both sides is incredible. The bandits coming through the wall breakers. We're amassing the snowball that is gaining too much momentum, and it's about to crash on this man's face. I'm sorry, Levi. You did not win an attack on Titan. And all he can do is laugh. This deck is amazing. Hey, you love to see it. We're actually on the leaderboard and we pushed up so many trophies with this deck. Like, subscribe for more daily content, and have an awesome rest of your day.